Hello and welcome to my... Fuck. Okay, this is not really working out for me. Okay, this is probably one of the hardest videos I have ever had to make and one of the hardest decisions I have ever kind of had to take. I'm not gonna reshoot this, so I made notes. Actually, I made this while in the swimming hall, the swimming pool. This is a waterproof piece of paper and waterproof pen. Just proof that I'm still a geek and I'm still a gadget nerd. But yeah, creator burnout is a thing, and it hit me too for various reasons. So I originally got into this because I thought the old computers was exciting, but I got caught in the whole mill about pleasing this damn algorithm and pleasing not existent viewers, and I spent way too much time on figuring out which exact computer I should do something about and which I shouldn't do something about, and it stopped being fun. I mean, it feels like a chore. It feels like I need to produce something every week. I mean, I did that last year. I produced, I think, 2 videos a month, so a video every second week. And I expected it to at least get within monetization with the amount of work I put into that. So to those of you who does not know, monetization is when YouTube will start paying you for your content. And in order to get to that point, you need at least 1,000 subscribers, which I got. Thank you for that. But I also need at least 4,000 continuous view hours. That means within the last year, somebody needs to have seen at least 4,000 hours of my content. That's harder to get to. When I was closest, I was at around 2,000 view hours, and now I'm at around 1,500 view hours. And to be honest, it bugs me out because I put a lot of work and effort into these videos. And when I do that and doesn't get paid for that, and if I don't even have fun doing it, why bother doing it? I don't know if this is me not knowing how YouTube works or if it's my content that just sucks, and I really don't care because I put a lot of care and attention into that work, and I know some of you like it, and I just wonder why it can be so hard for YouTube to find the rest of the people who would enjoy this content. In my opinion, that's not my problem. That should be YouTube's interest to show the content that people care to the people who care about that content. I have the same issue when I watch YouTube. I mean, I view the same 5 or 10 creators because YouTube is not really good at showing me new content. And it's frustrating. And sometimes I even rediscover old creators that I liked, because for some reason YouTube just stopped suggesting them to me. So I haven't watched for like a year of what you have been doing because it just didn't pop up. And that frustrates me a lot. Just taking my notes. Yeah, so all in all, the motivation for keeping this up just simply went away. In the spring, I had a stressful period at work, and that resulted in me getting like 2 months of sick leave, and eventually my company fired me because, yeah, well, I don't know. I asked them why, but I haven't gotten a reply yet. The union is working on that because it's illegal to fire people without a valid reason. So right now I'm like in between jobs. I'm still at the old company and looking for a new place to work, and that's also stressful. Some of the equipment broke down. I have gotten new parts for that, and it's almost fixed now. I also improved the studio in several ways. I added new, what do you call that? Blacking out curtains. I don't know. So your curtains that will totally block out the sun, because even if I have blinds on here, then sometimes when the sun rises and hides behind a cloud, it shows on the video. So if you see like a video where I shoot part of the intro in the beginning of the day and part of the intro in the evening, you will see lighting differences. I don't like that, so I changed that. But yeah. It's still not enough. I made this decision 2 days ago, and I just felt a rush of new energy by the knowledge of this decision that was going to happen. Yeah, so I'm going to stop making showcasing of interesting machines. Yeah, I never did that. All machines are interesting in some way or form, but I want to focus on the machines that are interesting to me, the machines I care about. I don't care what you care about. I mean, of course, you might find it interesting, then find somebody else who cares about that and have him making the videos. I'm gonna focus on the videos that I think are fun and I think are interesting, that motivates me to make great content. Yeah. And I'm not gonna do anything anymore just to please the viewer. I'm gonna do something to please me, and if it pleases you, feel free to enjoy it. If not, feel free to click on and unsubscribe, and who do I care? I'm done pleasing viewers anymore. This channel from now on is me and what I like doing, and hopefully you enjoy watching it. If not, too bad. And then the final nail in the coffin. And that might shock you. I'm actually gonna sell most of my collection. Yeah, that's right. I have around 1,000 computers. No, not 1,000 computers, but I have in my inventory system, I have 1,000 items. And I guess like 200 of these, 200, 300 maybe, around there, are computers. And the rest of it is like accessories. I'm gonna sell almost all of it. I'm gonna keep all the Danish stuff. You see, this is Danish. That's Danish, that's Danish. I'm gonna keep that. And something broke there. That was Danish too. Crap. That box here is an atom. An acorn. That's gonna go. I am just, let me not see what. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you around. And basically telling you what I'm gonna sell of all my equipment. And then I'll get back to you after that. As you already saw, I am emptying out my backdrop. I'm gonna put in some new stuff there. Don't know exactly yet what it's gonna be, but things will change. So first of all my HP equipment. These are wonderful machines and I would love to investigate them, what they can be turned into, what they can do, and tell a story about them, but I simply don't have the time or the passion really to do that. So I already have one who's gonna come and pick that up, I think, in a day or two. But that's going. I will never. I can keep this until I get 80, and until I turn 80, and I will never get to it. So it's gonna go. Next up, my Atari collection. Yeah, it's pretty cool owning every Atari console ever published in Europe. And actually, this one wasn't even published in Europe. That's the 5200. That's pretty cool and all. And I have some, some of the cool 8-bit machines, and some of the less cool 8-bit machines, and some really interesting things like the Atari Jaguar CD. But again, I would probably get them all restored and get them to shine, and then I would sell them, and I would make a video that maybe 200, 500 people would see, and then what? So that's gonna go too. Sorry about the lighting, by the way. I'm using auto because I'm moving around this much. This is my entire collection of ZX Spectrums. And again, I have more or less everything ever made by Sinclair. From the, I don't know where it is. Somewhere in this box there is a ZX80, which is the oldest and most rarest of these machines. And here on the top is a QL, which is the last machine, in my opinion. Well, some of this, yeah, well, I don't even care about that. There's a lot of clones too. This entire loot has already been sold and will be picked up in the next week. If you look here at the background, I'm not sure about the 2001. I'm most likely gonna keep that because that's still old and rare. That one is an ordinary PC, which I keep because it was sold in Denmark. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about that one. That one is most likely gonna go because that's an ordinary a CPM computer. I'm gonna switch it out with one. I purchased one that runs Commel. And as you know, Commel is a Danish programming language, and that is really interesting. And machines that runs that will almost always be welcome in my collection. So that's gonna be switched out. This is a CPM machine. It's neat and all, but to be honest, no, that's gonna go to all the MSX machines, gone too. Yeah, I don't know about Apple stuff. I will still be building my Apple One, and I will most likely still need some Apple computers for completing that project. But the video pack, that's one more over there actually. The video pack, I have no desire to keep collecting those. The same goes up here. I got some Amstrad PCWs. I have more in the other room. Again, nice and interesting machine, but no, I just don't have the passion for it anymore. Sorry, I don't. If we go in here and just have a quick browse, I don't have the right lens for this, but we can have a quick look over here. So this is mostly Danish now. The Amstrad CPC machines are gonna go. All more MSX machines, that's gonna go. So the Commodore gear, the ones I have left, I'm gonna keep those because I'm keeping those to be able to make videos about Danish. So if somebody made a Danish program for the Commodore 128, I want a Commodore for executing that. But the Acorns are going. I already sold those actually. I need to get them to somebody in the weekend. The same with the BBC Micro, that's already out. The Texas Instruments are almost also sold. I'm not entirely sure, but I think they are sold. Then I have some PCs down there. Again, I might keep those. Those you see over there, the Commodore PCs, that's the same model as my first ever computer. Or well, the first I kept for a longer while. I still would like to build a copy of that, so I might keep those. So here's a Dragon 32 and an Apple II. This one is certainly going. I don't know where, but it's going. The Apple, I don't know. Again, maybe I need that for completing the Apple One project. Then I have a whole bunch of these old playing consoles. This is an Odyssey 2001. That one needs repair, but it needs a new power supply. And it needs restoring, and then it actually works. I have a lot of more of the Philips game things. Again, those will go. I have some Color Genie machines that will also be going. Some Siemens CPM loggables, and all that. All that will be going because I don't care for it anymore. And yeah, let's go to the other room. Yeah, and this is gonna be way shorter because the new policy is actually almost already in place down here. That's a Danish machine. That's really interesting. I want to build an emulator for that one. I want to preserve that for eternity. And that's how you do that. That one is already emulated, so no problem there. That one needs emulation as well. And that one needs emulation. That is actually the oldest Danish built microcomputer. Oh well, that's not entirely true. Because in this envelope, I actually got a CPU card that is 2 years older than the one you have over there. And I'm not sure this is ever gonna run, but that proves that the origin of this computer was actually from 1978. I don't know what that is. That's a Danish. Well, it's used in Denmark, but I have never heard of the brand before. That's a Commodore PET. That's gonna go. That's an Apple Europlus. Again, I might keep that because that's a first machine, but to be honest, I'm not really sure. And if you look around in my workspace here, like you see, it's totally cluttered with stuff, and I need to work as well. I have a company that needs to run, and I need the space. And having to pay extra for more space when I have like double as much space down there that I can't use because of old computers that I don't care for anymore. I feel stupid paying rent for that. So that's gonna change. Somehow. I'm not sure exactly how. Maybe I will clean out this room for old computers and move them all down there. And then just have this for my company. I don't know yet, but that is the first step, is to getting rid of these computers and to change the content of my channel. So I would like to make a video about how I'm gonna use this RAID box to extend my NAS server. I already made a couple of videos about my NAS server, but I haven't really done that to a great extent. I also need to figure out some tape backup, and that's also a project. This is tapes. That's another tape station, and over here somewhere I have another box of tapes. I want to build stuff, some will bottom up. This is the project that I'm gonna build a thermometer out of, and also I have some more components down here. I mean, right now I find this project way more interesting than the old computers. And I think this is just actually this is a stand for my Atom, so I can do live streams. I want to do this project on a live stream, and then maybe if it becomes cool, I want to take the live stream and chop it up into a video and make a video about that. Or maybe I will hire somebody to make that video, so I don't have to do all the editing myself. I don't know. This is my home lab. Well, it's not in my home, so it's technically just a lab, but that also takes up space. I mean, those could be on the shelves if the shelves didn't have computers. Do you see my dilemma? I want to do so much, and sometimes you just have to pick and choose. And right now, I'm choosing to do what I like and what I love doing, and I choose to do what will actually make me a living, which is not making videos about computers that I really don't care about. Okay, enough about what I don't want to do. So what do I want to do? Well, yeah, I would like to do construction videos where I build stuff. I hinted at that at the last section. I want to build stuff. I mean, if I spend 2 days a weekend on building something and making a video about it and nobody sees the video, then I would at least still have the thing I built. That makes sense to me. I would have had fun, and if it was live stream, I most likely had fun with people during the live stream. And I like building stuff, and I want to do more of that. So yeah, and then I want to visit people. I don't know if you've seen the videos lately. So the last, I made 2 videos within the last half year, where I visited the Danish Computer Museum, and I visited the Hacker Festival in Netherlands, where another computer museum attended. I mean, that was cool. I want to do more of that. I want to do a road trip in Europe in an auto camper, where I visit hacker spaces and computer museums. That could be so fun. I want to do collabs. I want to do collabs with everybody, small and large. And I mean, if I can help somebody with 10 subscribers and somebody with 100,000 can help me, let's do it. I mean, even if you're one of these weird kids who make pranks all the time, I mean, let's make a prank with an old computer. I know, let's steal your dad's old computer and replace it with something from 30 years ago and see how he reacts. That could be cool. Well, maybe not your dad, because he would know the computer. So your sister maybe, or something like that. Let's try. Here, hook me up. Contact info in the end screen, and in revertcomputing.dk. There's my Twitter handle and my email address. Let's do something cool. I would like to do a lot of live streams. I bought this Atom Mini Pro. Actually, I didn't buy it now. I have had it for some time. It has been repaired because it was broken. Oh well, as you see, I got a new one. But it can live stream and record every single camera individually, so that after I have streamed it, I can actually cut it down and make a cool video about it. I don't know, as I mentioned before, maybe I will do it, maybe I will have somebody else do it. But at least I think that could be cool. And then I want to do a few nice style production videos, like the ones I make now, but where I spend time researching and really making. I mean, I can't make a really good and well-researched video about a historic subject in 2 weeks. Most likely because most of the content I will be making is me having to dig up the information, like in real physical archives, not in Wikipedia. I mean, making stuff from Wikipedia, I can do that all day long, but I don't think that's fun, and I don't think you think that's fun. I think you want the original stuff, the place where I have been out digging through lots of archives and finding stuff myself and making a video about it. I think that's the interesting part. I want to do that. I want to talk about my book. I want to talk about how I wrote that book. I want to talk about how I wrote the software I used to write my book in. And I want to write more books, I guess, I think. I don't know, maybe. I want to make videos about interesting stuff like this Valiant turtle, which was used for education in Denmark and in Great Britain back in the 80s. This is a robot that kids could program. It will drive back and forth and to the side, and it had a pencil instead of a penis, which could draw, which is, well, I don't think you would get long. I mean, going to the school today and sell a robot which penis could draw, that wouldn't work out. But in the 80s, apparently it was okay. I want to do open source and server stuff. I'm a software developer by trade, and I build open source projects. I mean, I want to talk about that on my channel. Why not? I also have a company. I want to talk about entrepreneurial stuff and projects. That's things that I burn for, and I'm pretty sure I can make it interesting. All the cool guys in YouTube space says, but you need to pick one niche. You can't have lots of niches. Well, I did that. And I tried that, worked really hard for more than a year, and it didn't work. So I'm tired of that. I'm gonna do what I like now, and I like this, and I'm gonna do that. And if YouTube like that, cool. If they don't, screw that. I'm gonna find another platform then. What can you do to help me? Yeah, I still wanna monetize my channel. So if you have any ways of helping me get subscribers, give me a shout out on Twitter, on wherever you have lots of followers. Ask your mom to subscribe to me if she likes videos like this. I know it's gonna be hard to get people sold on a channel which most recent video said, yeah, we'll change everything. But give it a try. And then finally, if you have an idea for a collab, hit me up. That could be so awesome. I'm not begging for money. I don't need money right now. I'm fine. Unless, of course, I don't get a new job. Then in 2 months, maybe I'll beg for money. But right now, I'm fine. But if you can find some way to help me achieve more followership on my channel, that will make me so happy. And that's really my speak for today. I haven't planned how to end this, so I guess I'll just say what I usually say. So long, and thanks for the fish.